Tri-State sports leader. This is WGEM Sports Extra.
The new year means a fresh start for our local basketball teams as they begin the second half of their seasons. And what better way to kick off 2024 than with the Highland Basketball Tournament? WGM's Victoria Bordenga was there on scene and now joins us back in the studio to break down all the action. Victoria, take it away.
Thanks, Brendan. Today was day 2 of the tournament, and tonight we got to see Keokuk play against some teams they usually don't see. We'll start off with the girls taking on Clark County. To Highland we go. This is Keokuk's first game in 2024, and the Lady Chiefs were looking to pick back up where they left off, and they sure did. Coming out of the half, they led by 24. Kendra Boatman adds to it with a steal and the pair. Keeping the pace, here's McKenna out Gilbers from behind the arc, dropping threes with ease. She put up 20 points in tonight's game. Keokuk leads 48-18. Susie Whitaker gets in the action with a 3 of her own, and literally the very next play, Whitaker takes it to the paint and adds 2 more points to her resume. Clark County trying to make a stand, coming off a steal. Here's Carly Pearl taking it down low and kissing this one off the glass for the pair. When it's all said and done, Keokuk will get the job done, defeating Clark County 60-23. The Lady Chiefs will be back in action tomorrow night, taking on Canton. Game starts at 6:30. The boys were trying to have the same outcome the girls did as they take on the home team in Highland. Starting off, here are the 3 amigos. Jackson Clark coming out with an incredible save, and Brenton Horton will take it to the key, dishing it to Diego Garcia down low, who dumps it back to Clark for the deuce. Jays Louise, talk about the chemistry these 3 have. A few plays later, and Brenton Horton will turn on the Jets, taking it to the rack for 2. And 1. We love a buy 2, get 1 deal. Garcia now with the steal, sending it down low to his guy Hort, who misses the shot, but Tremel Smith gets the rebound and the bucket. Check out Garcia on this next play. He says, "Oop, gotcha." The first half was all Keokuk. That's Tremel Smith taking it coast to coast and finishing with a clean Euro step. Chiefs up 25-1. The Cougars weren't completely quiet. Here's Sawyer Harshberger getting the rock and burying the 3. At the end of the day, though, the Chiefs were too dominant. They'll go on to win this one 75-39. And our last game tonight in the Highland Tournament is Palmyra versus Macon. And the Panthers had a great game. They set up a smooth play here in the paint for Jeremiah Edwards to put the Panthers on the board first. Palmyra had great urgency tonight. Here's Baerbach passing it to Ryan McKinney, who grabs the easy layup. Let's talk more about McKinney. He had a great game tonight. Watch the no-look pass from Brock to McKinney. He was lighting it up. And how about a little bit of brotherly love? Bear Brock to Hudson Bach for the 3. Nothing but net. The Bachs are ballers. Here's McKinney again with the steal. He's a man on the mission for the bucket and 1. He put up 21 points tonight. More from the Bach boys. Bear to Hudson, and Hudson to the rack. They're a fun duo to watch. Your final after 4, Palmyra 59, Macon 29. Palmyra will take on Keokuk on Thursday at 6:30. Brendan, I love going to the Highland Tournament, and tonight didn't disappoint. I know the next couple of games will be exciting, so have fun going there. I'll toss it back to you.
Thanks, Victoria. In Shelby County this evening, North Shelby was hosting Novinger. Chris Parsons and the Lady Raiders were center stage for the first game of the night, and the Parsons family put on a clinic. Right out of the gates, they find Hadley Parsons in the corner. She lets it fly and splashes home the triple. More from the Lady Raiders. This time, they'll work it down low to Marissa McEwen. She makes the move and is able to knock in this one for the 2 points. North Shelby came out running in this one. Parsons, with a clean lane, takes it all the way to the hoop for the easy bucket. The Lady Raiders will continue to push the pace. Harper Copenhaver fights through the contact on the other end and is able to walk away with the tough earn 2. Everyone got involved in this one tonight for North Shelby as the Lady Raiders win it 52-42. The North Shelby boys were also in action in Shelbyville, and it was bombs away right from the opening tip. Gabe Orr rattles this ball in from way downtown. They wouldn't stop there. A nice ball movement finds TJ Belt in the paint. He'll kiss this one off the glass for the 2 points. Unselfish play was the theme in this one. After a nice pass, Cole Browning spots up from 3-point line, and this one is nothing but net. The hot shooting allowed the Raiders to work it into the post. Jay Daniel pumps the break and fights through the contact for the bucket plus the foul. Novinger was no match for the Raiders tonight, and North Shelby would win this one 78-15. In other boys basketball action, Liberty defeats Unity 64-58. Illini West gets the victory over Western 55-33. West Central defeats Pleasant Hill 70-45. And up in Iowa, HTC defeated Fairfield 69-44. In girls basketball action, Pittsfield gets the win over Payson 55-31. Madison Freedon had 16 points for the Saukeys. This was a big night in Hannibal for wrestling. The Pirates were in Moberly for the NCMC dual meets. Hannibal wrestled 5 matches and nobody stood out more than 144-pound standout Cody Culp. Here he wins his match against Moberly. Earlier tonight, Culp reached a 100-win plateau for his career. He finished second in state last year and will be a contender again. Last month he was ranked 3rd in the state by Flow Wrestling. 113-pound Austin Baker had a solid night for the Pirates. Here against Marshall, he wins his match. He had an impressive match against Mexico, picking up a couple of victories. And here, some of the most entertaining action from the big fella, Ryan Rossi. He's in the heavyweight division and muscled up here against Marshall. But one of the highlights of the night against Mexico, in the second overtime, Ryan Ross came through in the clutch. Ross gets the win, and Hannibal goes on to win the 5 matches. After placing 3rd in large school division over at the State Farm Classic, the Quincy High girls team has hopes for a strong second half of the season, largely in part to their stellar defense. Steve Luden has the story.
2 years ago, the Blue Devils won 12 games, then 20 last year, and now already they're 13-4 this year. While their offensive attack is showing signs of improvement, those devil damsels of defense are stringing together wins because of their D.
And you just have to come out with effort and energy, and that really translates to our game. I think our defense is really what we've improved on the best, because our defense really translates to our offense, because we'll get steals and then we'll really just run the floor.
Defensively, that's where our strong suit is, because without that, we don't really contribute much on offense. So focusing on that rolls over to offense, and I feel like defensively, that's what kind of team we are. We're really strong.
In Quincy's 17 games, they've held opponents to 40 points or fewer 12 times, and under 20 or under 6.
That's basically what we hang our hat on every night is defensive. You know, we're trying to make the other team miserable, and these girls, you know, we work at it, especially on both ends of the court, but half-court defense is something we focus on a lot, and they take a lot of pride in it, and it's fun to watch because of the effort they give.
Taylor Foy is the veteran leader of this team. She's on her way to another all-conference season. But this year, there's plenty of help. The freshman class is loaded, and Jada Brown stepped into the spotlight Saturday with 31 points. Week by week, she's learning from watching Foy's consistent play.
She's taught me how to be more aggressive and how to play better and make sure I look down low and make sure I have my teammates open.
Her and Taylor work so well together down there. You know, they feed off of each other. You know, Taylor drives that baseline and Jada catches it, or vice versa. It's fun to watch, and you know, she finished very well around the rim today. I was very proud of the way they played.
I'm really excited to have another post player that I'm able to play with this year, because you know the last few years we've had guards stepping into that spot, but having Jada with me on the inside, I'm able to move and find her where she's open.
And even the veterans can act like kids. And this team is having fun. The future is bright, but so is the future for this season. This combination of experience and youth is working. And now the Blue Devils head down the backstretch. Their regular season ends in 37 days. Thursday night, they start the second half of the season at home against Moline. Steve Luden, WGEM Sports.
Thanks, Steve. As always, this is another great night for basketball in the Tri-States. We'll be back out here all week covering the Highland Basketball Tournament and, of course, much, much more. But for right now, that's all the time we have for sports. Thanks for dropping by. Have a great night.